Obviously, you're referring to yourself. Princess, run away. Leave him to me. You can avenge me when you get stronger. He cried out as he parried Gardas' sword, his back to me. Don't be ridiculous. There's no way I can leave you, my knight. You were perfectly fine leaving him behind at the castle. My best friend. And just run away? Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Lisette paused. I couldn't see his expression, but Gardas could, and an unpleasant smirk floated onto the demon's lips. So, it's unrequited? See, he gets it. Why does the demon lord get it and you don't get it, Chris? Shut up. Unnerved, Lisette's skills rapidly deteriorated. Gardas' words had shaken him, and his rage rendered its own attacks chaotic. I tried to call out to him, but it was too late. Gardas quickly slipped behind him. Beside him, and smashed the hilt of his sword onto Lisette's hand guard. Gah. There wasn't any blood, but his bones were undoubtedly bruised. Unable to withstand the pain, Lisette let his sword fall to the floor with a clatter. Gardas didn't miss his chance and punched Lisette hard in the stomach. His cape covered back. He was wearing a cape. His cape covered back bent horribly. Wait. Are they both wearing capes? He's wearing a cape. Okay. Cool. He's wearing a cape. I was right. Did you really think you could defeat me like that? You underestimated me. And I added an extra syllable into underestimated. Ugh. Good. Ignoring his agony, Lisette struggled to his feet and tried to straighten his posture. Gardas, however, had other ideas and grabbed the knight by the throat, lifting him to his tiptoes. It was nothing short of a nightmare. With just one hand, Gardas had lifted up a fully grown man with utmost ease. His smile felt ruthless and cruel. Eventually I'll be able to speak, yet captivatingly beautiful. He could have snapped Lisette's neck in two that instant, but instead he chose to squeeze, taking sadistic pleasure in the knight's agonized expression. You are evil, Gardas. I like it. As he squeezed harder and harder, his sharp claws caught on Lisette's fragile skin and sent a rich crimson drop trickling down his neck. Lisette, say, if I offered to save your life in exchange for hers, do you think the princess will agree to it? Just kill me. I'd rather die than be a burden on her. How noble. A knight who would sacrifice himself for his princess, eh? This really is getting interesting. How much will you get in return, I wonder? I'm dying to know. You scum. Ha 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 ha. What a gratifying thing to say. You've certainly lived up to my expectations, both of you. You've entertained me plenty. So I think I'll reward you. What are you... Why don't we make a contract, O brave knight of the princess? Click. Thank you. Ugh. No, stop! You're making him your pet! How dare you! This is... It's a magical device. If either you or the princess dare to leave my kingdom, then you, her beloved knight, will disappear. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Disappear? Why are you... I changed my mind. It might be fun, keeping a champion's knight as a pet. I told you he was keeping him as a pet. I don't know what he plans to do with them, but no telling. Look at his face. Look at it. There's no telling what he might get up to. Stop joking around. Remove it right now. Gardus gave a satisfied smile, amused by my fury. Yes, Your Highness. Right this instant. What? Idiot, as if I'd do that. However, because I'm a nice person, you look so nice. I'll let you stay in my castle. That is nice, actually, in the meantime. As long as you don't try to escape, of course. What? While you're here, feel free to try and assassinate me as many times as you want. That's so generous. I'll never get bored. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? A wonderful idea. Idiot, don't underestimate me. Sparing me now means I'll get to kill you later. Not to mention, if I could just abandon my knight and escape, I could leak everything I know about your kingdom. My, aren't you a kind little Miss Champion for going out of your way to warn me? Oh well, you can run away if you want, but the moment you leave, your dear friend will go poof. Erg. You put on a splendid show tonight. Keep up the good work. Wait, are you trying to run away? I've had my share of children's games. If you want to play in my bed too, you'll need to grow up a bit. Why are you talking about your bed, Gardus? Do we want to know why? What? Leaving that utterly shameless line, Gardus strolled out of the door and disappeared into the corridor. We were finally alone, and neither I nor Lisette could move a muscle. I was dumbfounded by the fact that Gardus completely outstripped me in terms of combat, and regret swirled in my heart over what happened to Lisette. I clenched my fist and punched the floor, cracks shooting across the dry surface. What kind of floor is that it'll crack with a punch? My deepest apologies, Your Highness. I am your knight, yet I've become nothing but a burden. I was struck by the change in his voice. For him, the shame was worse than death. Click. Thank you. Seeing him blame himself like that made my chest ache. That's right. As his princess... Princess, where's your crown? I need to pull myself together. Princess, please allow me to redeem myself through death. I always want to die. Don't be an idiot. Why would I want you to do that? But it's not your fault. Not only did I, as a champion, fail to defeat the Demon Lord, I couldn't even protect my subordinate. I'm the one you should blame. No, you're wrong. It's my... I stopped Lisette's agitated reply by raising my hand and slowly pulling myself up against a wall. The crescent moon smirked down at us from the window, reminding me of that man's horrid smile. Staring at the moon, I rubbed the blood off my lips and said, "We haven't finished yet, Lisette. Do you still remember our promise?" "Eh?" "I vowed to not let you die, remember? No matter what happens, I'm going to save you." "Princess." He's underestimating us. He'll let his guard down eventually, and we'll use that chance to get him. We'll defeat that man and go home again together. I smiled at him, knowing my resolution. It was hard to keep myself standing. My legs wobbly. Oh, it was hard to keep myself standing, my legs wobbly and my arms shaking. In the pale blue moonlight, a flash of bitterness flew across Lisette's face for a moment, but his expression quickly relaxed and turned into a gleeful smile. For a moment, I mistook his expression for sorrow, but it was probably just a trick of the demon's moonlight, because why wouldn't he be sorrowful with that thing on his neck? I don't know. Yes, princess. And just like that, Bizette and I stepped into a war, because you weren't already in the war. But apparently, you just crossed the line into it. A war without any reinforcements and filled with utter despair. Well, that's depressing.